Hey guys, it's Car Guy 11. I have an exciting video for you today. We have the new Ford Bronco full-size real Bronco behind us today. We're going to do a walk around. This is a Bronco road show they're doing in Pittsburgh. So we're going to check out the new ones. Unfortunately, we won't be able to drive them, but get to sit in them and check them out. First time seeing them in person, so stay tuned. Now both models here today are the 4-doors. This one of course is the First Edition, and what's funny is it has the same graphics that I actually ordered on the First Edition Bronco Sport. I didn't end up buying that vehicle, but if you want to check out several vehicles I have on it, I'll put a link above and below to check out my review of the Bronco Sport. Now the First Edition is fully loaded, just over $60,000. Has pretty much every option available. Has the steel bumper with the nice pull bar. Has the gloss black grille with the white Bronco lettering. Of course, LED accent lighting and LED headlights. It also has the steel tow hooks. You see your cruise control, adaptive cruise control radar sensor right there. It's pretty protected behind the steel bumper. It does have the steel skid plate up front with aluminum control arms, and look at those shocks with the reservoir. And it has an independent front suspension, unlike the Wrangler. Now the First Edition has a 2.7 liter EcoBoost V6 for 310 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. So the Broncos are definitely a little larger than the Wranglers, the 4-door and the 2-door. The First Edition has the Sasquatch package standard with the 35-inch tires, beefy Goodyear Territory MT. Great in the gloss black. You also see the wider fender flares of the Sasquatch package. You do have the steel rock rails on the rocker panels. Very well protected underneath with steel skid plates. Now around back you'll see the massive 35-inch tire hanging off the tailgate here. It is a side hinge tailgate, manual of course, but it has a nice damping strut there so it doesn't close on you. And there's plenty of room in the cargo area. These bags are for the doors. You can remove them and store them in the cargo area. And I guess this holds them down. But without the doors in the back, there's plenty of cargo room. It's carpeted. Unlike the Bronco Sport, this is carpeted in back, not rubberized, which will help with noise if you have cargo back there. You don't want it rolling around. You'll also see the recovery loop steel back here. This one does not have a tow package, but it can tow up to 3,500 pounds with the tow package. You also see the parking sensors in the bumper. It is solid rear axle. Now here you'll see the bag with the actual door in it. Ooh, it's a little bit heavy, but yeah, it's a nice bag that keeps it protected. Now this First Edition is finished in the cactus gray. It's a flat gray, light gray color. No metallic in it. Alright, let's climb into this First Edition. The doors are off on the sides, and it is quite a step up. This is the Sasquatch package. As you can see, the nice Bronco logo on the steering wheel. It is leather wrapped. You have your cruise control buttons here, volume up, down, and then you got your phone, track up, down, and different menu selections. Now the interior is pretty utilitarian. It has hard plastics on the top. This is a metal look-like finish, but it's not metal, it is plastic. And you have the large 12-inch Sync 4 system, which is really nice. It's going to have the wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. It'll have your trail maps, navigation, all kinds of customization. The dash has a center digital portion and then an analog mile per hour, and looks like temperature over there. Again, this is a first edition, so fully loaded. You'll see the windshield is pretty narrow and upright like the Wrangler. And then up here you do have your auxiliary switches. You can add light bars, winches, and things like that. This is the soft top again, so it's not blind, it's just literally the cloth top. Now the center section here has your climate controls. It has dual zone climate, your radio, stereo, tuning, and volume knobs. Also has your front camera system. It does have your auto start stop, B-feet button. You have your engine start stop here. It is push button. You do have some storage up here with your USB A and C. Have a nice little Ford Bronco First Edition plaque. It does have a nice grab handle here. Here's your gear shift. This is the auto trans. There is a manual available with the 4-cylinder. Feels pretty good, solid. I'm glad they don't have the dial shifter. I'm surprised because Ford has been doing the rotary dial for gear shifting lately. It does have a rotary dial for the GOAT modes. These are your 4-wheel drive modes. And then again on the top of the line one, you have the 4x4 auto, which is nice to have on the street, plus 4 high, 4 low. You also have your off-road cruise control. You do have 2 nice cup holders. Your window switches are on the center because the doors are removable. Also your mirror adjustment, window lockout, and you do have a center console here with some small storage. This comes out. You do have another outlet in there. This is not leather. It's a softly padded though. The seats themselves are this navy pure, just like I had in the Bronco Sport First Edition. This is the leather. One thing, you do get power seats on the Bronco, unlike the Wranglers, and you got lumbar support even, so that's a nice feature. And of course you can get heated seats and a heated steering wheel. On this side you do have another grab handle, and it's funny, the air vent's way inside there. And then you have your headlight switches, also your parking brake. Now let's climb into the back. Again, it's a pretty good step up, but plenty of leg room. Headroom is good as well. I'm 5'11". It's funny, it has a no step sign on the back console. And then you do have your window switches and more power outlets in the rear here. Now the rear seats do fold down, and you can see that there'll be a lot more space. You'll also see that the mirrors are attached to the body, not the door. So once the doors are off, you still have ability to see behind you. So that's a good feature. Although it is a little strange because when the door is open, it actually almost hits the mirror. The door itself is pretty utilitarian. This is not leather or anything. This part is soft. Everything else is pretty hard plastic. Now I did want to show you the interior of this Badlands edition they have as well. The exterior is actually the Area 51, same color I ordered on the First Edition Bronco Sport. But you'll notice the orange accents in it, which I actually like. On the seats as well. And dash. But the big news here, this one has the manual transmission. So you'll see the clutch pedal there. Very light clutch pedal. The layout's a little bit different. You've got your 4-wheel drive modes ahead of the shifter here. Still have the 4 auto, which is nice, but the manual itself is pretty neat. It has reverse and then a crawl gear. So you have to pull the collar to get into reverse, and then Let's see, do you need the collar? Yep, you need the collar to get into the crawl gear as well. And then you can start with first, second, third, fourth, so 6 gears. But that is pretty neat. So it's actually a 7-speed manual. Pretty rare. Of course, my C7 Corvette has a 7-speed manual as well. And this one also has a different layout for the cup holders. They're in front of the center console, and it has a wireless charging slot right here as well. And this Badlands has the 33-inch tires instead of the 35s, and honestly, they don't look all that much different. And you get a little bit lower step-in height due to that. Now, the standard engine is the 2.3-liter 4-cylinder turbo EcoBoost for 270 horsepower and around 300 pound-feet of torque. Alright guys, tell me what you think of the new Ford Bronco in the comments below. Do you have one on order, and what do you have on order? Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the 2-door today, but 4-door is a large vehicle. I mean, it's a beefy vehicle for sure. So tell me what you think. Did you get the 2-door, 4-door? Definitely subscribe for more videos. I'll definitely be driving these once they hit the dealers. And stay tuned for more great car videos on the channel. I also reviewed the Mach-E recently, so in addition to the Bronco Sport and other vehicles. So definitely check out the channel for more, and we'll see you in the next video.